All right, so day 17, I watched The Neon Demon, which I had not seen before. In 2016, this movie was released, and I always wanted to see this one, but I never really just I knew it didn't really go to theaters. I think it bombed like spectacularly. Like it had a $3 million gross compared to a $7 million budget. So I mean, the budget wasn't gigantic, but it flopped in terms of being a like it's not successful in any way in terms of money. So I think that's why I probably didn't get to see it because it went out of theater so quick. And funny enough, it's an Amazon movie, so I thought I would have seen it because Amazon movies do like I would just expect that I would have seen this already because it came out so long ago. And I really did want to see it whenever it came out because I was seeing everything in 2016, like literally almost any movie I could find that came out. So this one I missed, and I'm glad I finally got to see it. Um, but I'll give you my thoughts on the Neon Demon. If you don't know what the Neon Demon is, it's a movie where Elle Fanning, her character, I forgot her name already, is goes into the fashion industry, and girls get jealous of her, and weird horror shit starts happening. And she's involved in sleaziness of people doing gross things to her, to women. She gets creeped out by a lot of weird stuff going on. Um, and that's the plot. I really don't know how to explain it because it is very, very weird. Um, it's weird. I said I'm glad I finally saw this movie, but I did not like this movie. I actually didn't like this one really at all. Like I thought this one was pretty actually not pretty dry. It was really dry. This one was a very dry movie. It was not my cup of tea. Um, on my Letterboxd, my one sentence review of this movie was it's like watching a pretty colorful piece of wall paint on the wall drying. You know that whenever people say like it's watching paint, it's like watching paint dry. This is how I felt watching this movie. It felt like watching paint dry, except for the paint wall was pretty and colorful. Um, I'll say this: the shots were good. Like it had some good artistic visual things in the movie. Like I liked how the movie looked, but it's just so awkward and strange that it just didn't work for me. And I like awkward and strange horror, and this one just did not work. Like for me personally, I know this one is very, very polarizing. There's people who loved it. There's people who hated it. Um, I read on Wikipedia that at Cannes Film Fest, it got standing ovation, but it also got so many boos from the crowd as well. So it's definitely one of those movies that's not going to be loved by everybody or a lot of people. Um, but I know it has its fans, and I'm not saying it doesn't because I've heard that people like this one, and I really didn't like it. I didn't like the fact that it was just so dry and so uninteresting. Like I could not for the life of me want to watch this one again. Like, and I like all these actors involved. Like Elle Fanning, I like in other stuff. But she kind of plays a lot of roles where she's kind of the like kind of like flower girl type of role. Like she did this in Maleficent as well. Like those movies where like she was kind of flower girl, like because she was Aurora in those movies. But it felt like that. And you got Jenna Malone, who I like a lot. I think she's great, and she didn't give me much either. Um, you got Keanu Reeves as this sleazy, creepy guy, and then I don't know, it felt like he didn't really do much, like, or he didn't really give much to the performance. And I love Keanu Reeves as well, and Christina Hendricks is in it as well, and she's in a couple scenes, but she's not that memorable either. So it's weird that this one just has all these great actors or good actors and it doesn't do anything for me. Like they all talk very dry, very bland, and very uninteresting. And it's just a shame because I didn't find anything, especially with the acting, anything interesting or likable about the movie. Like I thought it was just it had a couple cool visual moments, but it was the equivalent of watching paint dry if paint was really pretty. Like it was a pretty wall of paint. Um, there are some pretty glossy colors in this, but really for I don't I'm barely remembering it already. I literally just watched it like 5 minutes ago, and I'm already forgetting about it. Um, it really was not interesting at all. Like, it was so boring, and it was not for me. And like I said, I know that it has its fans, and that's awesome. More power to you if you love this movie. That's great. But I did not. It was not my thing. So that's it for day 17. Like I said, Neon Demon. And I'm going to show off a quick pickup. I've been doing this like this past week where I've been getting the Halloween 4Ks, and I finally got the last one. I got Halloween 2. I love Halloween 2 so much, and this one, like the other ones, is it's got the reversible artwork that's in the original Scream Factory edition, which I have the box set over there. You can't see it, but I've got all the 4Ks, the first 5 now that are released on 4K. So I'm excited to rewatch those on Halloween, because I rewatched them before October, in preparation for Halloween Kills, but now I'm going to rewatch the first 5 on 4K again. And I usually am trying not to rewatch the Halloween movies like more than once in October, but I'm going to do that with the first 5 since, again, I got the 4Ks, and I know that they're going to look great upgraded. So, like I said, one pickup and review for the Neon Demon, which, like I said, I didn't like. But we'll see what tomorrow brings with my next 31 Days of Horror. So this one wasn't a great day, but that's fine. We'll see what tomorrow brings. So I'll see you guys in the next review. Take care.